Polished concrete? Grind and seal? Aren't they the same thing? What's the difference? While some customers may use the terms interchangeably, they are actually quite distinct. Sometimes it may be hard to spot the difference between the two because they can look almost identical. They can both have a matte or gloss appearance. However, the finish is achieved in a unique process. For polished, it's from using finer grits of diamond abrasives until the desired level of shine, 1 through 4, which we'll cover later in the video. With sealed concrete, the finish is achieved from a topical sealer. Grind and seal concrete has a more consistent appearance from one concrete floor to the next. The reason is the high-performance sealer is consistent on each application because it is not reliant on the concrete's profile, whereas polished concrete's finished look can vary from concrete to concrete because every slab is different. The level of hardness or any imperfections can also affect the final finish. So let's take a look at them individually and see what makes them each unique. Grind and seal is, well, just that. The process of grinding your concrete, then sealing it with a topical sealer. To grind concrete, we're going to use a walk-behind surface grinder. Once we have our grinders, this next part is one of, if not the most important part. We need to find the proper diamond blade or tooling for the job. Diamond tooling cuts or polishes a concrete surface using one of the hardest materials on earth, diamond grains. Choosing the correct diamond bond will dramatically increase productivity. So we need to determine if we're working on soft, medium, or hard concrete. We'll use a Mohs hardness test to determine the hardness of the concrete. A soft bonded diamond is necessary to achieve optimal productivity on hard concrete. Conversely, hard bonded diamonds are better for soft concrete. Once we have the proper tooling, we'll go ahead and patch any cracks or divots in the floor. Once that's done, we'll make our first pass or cut with the grinder. The grinding process is customized by type of residue present, hardness, desired finish, and square footage of the area. If a second cut or pass is required, we'll move to a finer grit and crosshatch the second cut. Crosshatching is going north and south on the first cut, then going east and west on the second cut. If the concrete is soft, porous, or free of contaminants, a second pass may not be necessary. Once we achieve the desired finish, we vacuum and acetone mop. Acetone mopping picks up all the dust that is embedded in the pores of the concrete. Now that the floor has been ground and cleaned, we can go ahead and apply the sealer. We're going to be using a topical sealer. Topical sealers coat the entire surface. The sealer adheres to the pores of the concrete and sits on top of the surface, creating a protective layer. They offer excellent protection from oils, UV rays, moisture, and spills. They are highly durable and are easy to maintain and reapply. Grinding opens up the pores of the concrete, which will help the sealer bind a lot better. We can spray it on, or we can apply it using rollers. It is best to always apply at least 2 coats when using topical sealers, due to the first coat soaking into the open pores. Unlike polished concrete, grind and sealed floors achieve their appearance through the sealing process. So whether you want a gloss finish or a matte finish will solely depend on the sealer itself. Sealed concrete floors are the majority of the time less expensive than polished concrete floors and are a popular choice for industrial and commercial settings. That's grind and seal, a pretty easy and straightforward process. Now let's go over to polished concrete floors so we can find out which floor is right for you. Polished concrete is the sophisticated sibling. It undergoes a more intricate process. The polishing process involves multiple steps and typically involves the use of progressively finer grits of diamond abrasives to achieve the desired finish. Polished concrete floors are durable, long-lasting, and have a high-end, elegant look that is popular in residential, commercial, and retail settings. Polished concrete floors are typically more expensive than sealed concrete floors due to the specialized equipment and labor required for the polishing process. Polished concrete is the process of honing and polishing the surface of an existing concrete slab. The slab is ground, honed, and polished until the floor reaches the desired level of shine. As mentioned in the intro, there are 4 levels of finish or shine. Level 1, soft matte finish. A level 1 polished concrete floor has a matte finish and will appear soft and hazy with minimal clarity or reflection. Level 2, the most popular choice, a low sheen finish. A level 2 polished concrete floor has a low luster sheen. At about 100-foot distance, you can start to see a slight overhead reflection. Level 3, medium gloss finish. Medium gloss finish produces a gloss on the floor that will clearly reflect objects, popular in restaurants, breweries, retail, etc. At about 30 or 50 feet, the floor will clearly reflect light. Level 4, high gloss finish. As a high gloss finish, the polish has the highest level of shine, similar to glass with a high reflectivity. The floor almost appears wet from many vantage points. Polishing concrete is much like sanding a car. You start with the lowest grit you can and work your way up to the highest or the finest grit. Once we've reached our desired level, either 1 through 4, we can go ahead and start the sealing process. Polished concrete requires using a penetrating sealer. Penetrating sealer is applied by spraying it onto the surface where it then absorbs into the concrete pores. From within the slab, it undergoes a chemical reaction with the minerals in the concrete, creating a hydrophobic barrier. This barrier helps prevent water, salts, mold, oil, and other damaging agents from being absorbed into the concrete. After drying, penetrating sealer becomes invisible, preserving the natural look and texture of the concrete surface. And that's grind and sealed concrete versus polished concrete. Although they can look very similar, you can see the process is very, very different. So if you're looking for a budget-friendly option, grind and sealed is the way to go. But if you're looking for that beautiful, elegant floor that just screams, "Look at me," you want to go with polished concrete. I hope this video helped you out if you're looking into both and trying to decide which way to go. Please consider subscribing if you like the content. Throw a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.